Hello, Joanne Bonnie Gaba here, and it's day 10 of my 365 daily video challenge, excluding Sundays. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about business ideas that will take little capital to get started. So really a business idea that you won't need any money or very little money to get it off the ground. And before I get started, if you're new to my videos or my channel, what you can expect is videos to help you get started quickly in digital or online marketing, a lot on entrepreneurship, particularly around mindset, tips and tricks on how to have your money last longer. So if that's of value to you, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And also hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. I'm not sure if you guys can hear in the background, but apologies. My kids are playing around in like 2 rooms down, but you can still probably hear them. Okay, so before I get started into actually sharing ideas about some business ideas you can start with little capital, I'm going to tell you a little story, and you may have heard this before. There was this teacher. She was working with a group of students, and she gave them an exercise. She told them, for this exercise, for this class, I'm going to give each of you $5, and you'll have a couple of weeks to think of a business idea, and then from time, I think it was like 2 weeks later, from that day to a week later, you're going to try to make as much money as possible, and the person who makes the most money wins the challenge, and they'll be first, second, or third place. So students went away, and 2 weeks later they came back, and they got started on their business endeavors, and then she gave the results a week later. And one of the surprising things were there were several types of approaches to the activity. There were some who looked at the $5 and said, wow, what can I do with this? I can hardly do anything with this. And some who did very little and weren't able to actually even make any money. And there were some who did start the typical businesses like a lemonade stand or buy materials from the dollar store and make crafts, again with the $5. But there were also some in the class who didn't even open up the envelope. They took a piece of paper and started writing about ways that they could make money, could earn income in a short period of time. And then in the 2 weeks that they had leading up, they prepared. So for example, some of them did a business for errands. So the 2 weeks before, they advertised and they talked about the business challenge. And then the week that it happened, they had all these bookings to do and therefore able to maximize their income. Right? So I share that story with you all to say that often when you focus on the amount of capital you have to start a business, it can limit your thinking and it can allow you to miss some amazing opportunities where if you had just taken a piece of paper, forgotten about what money you had to resources, and just write down the ideas that come to you. And after that, narrow them down based on your skill set, based on your ability to have a competitive advantage, be it, a unique access to the market or a unique skill set to solve that problem. And then follow that up with the most important open-ended question, which is, how can I get started? When you see some of these people on Shark Tank and stuff, right? They started very small, often with little to no capital. And often the ones that succeed, they've brought in partners or they have joint ventures with companies as they grow. So really wanted to start off with that and talk about the fact that it's really how you choose to approach getting in business. Are you going to choose to limit your vision around your current financial resources or your current network of people you know, or are you first going to look and see what the market needs and what you think is a great solution? And if you are in a position, maybe you have the skill set or you have the foresight or you know who to go to connect to make it work, and then follow up with how. Right? All right, so now on to the second thing about actually coming up with ideas. When you are really looking at ideas that use very little financial resources, personally, I believe that there are two categories. There are ones that are labor intensive, the fact that they use a lot of your muscles. So for example, doing deliveries, like a bike errand or food delivery or cleaning someone's home, right? You need very little capital, but you can get started once you're in good shape or you're willing to exert yourself physically. The second category is businesses that use a lot of mental capacity. So they might be draining on the body, but they need a lot of mental fortitude to sometimes provide a service or even the imagination to find that solution that the market will value. So first, physically draining. Second, mentally draining, which could again be around services. So for example, I'm a professionally trained accountant, so I could easily go out and help people create their financial statements or forecasts, and I need very little money to start that because it's all using my mind power. And just taking that a little bit further, and what I consider almost a third category is really tapping into your imagination and problem solving skills and your ability to catch and see patterns and kind of look a little ways in the future and create a solution that fits a need. All right. So saying that, here are some actual ideas that take very little capital. You've heard me mention quite a few of them. So let's start with the labor intensive, right? Cleaning houses, doing errands for people, doing delivery, mowing people's lawns or taking care of people's homes or property for them, right? So that would be physically demanding. Even, for example, offering security services, that could be a business. And again, you need to be there. You are exerting your physical presence or power and getting a trade for money. Second category, so you're using your mind. So for example, you could be a really great with words, and someone who's been struggling to write a book could pay you to ghostwrite for them. So you listen to their story and you put it together for them nicely, right? As I mentioned, professional accountants, or so anyone who's professionally trained, they can use the knowledge that they've learned to offer a service. And even if you're not professionally trained, but you have taken the time to educate yourself, be it watching YouTube videos or reading lots of books, that allows you knowledge that then you can use to either create knowledge products to share with others or provide a solution to others by using that knowledge where they pay you for creating that solution. The third type, where I talk about imagination and finding a solution to fit the market, I would say like businesses like drop shipping, where you're connecting people with a product they need, and it's not even your product. You just find the supplier, you do the ads, and you're connecting the buyers to the seller and being paid to do that. Drop shipping, affiliate marketing, network marketing. In some network marketing companies, you need zero money to be a rep. You just need to have a will and the persistence and the willingness to do the work, right? There are some network marketing companies that you need to pay a fee, but there are quite a few you can get started for free. And honestly, I think any network marketing business, even if it has a fee, you could get started for free by, for example, doing a house party, and then from the sales of that house party, that's where you start up. And a lot of people, you will hear lots of stories across different companies where people were homeless and they either went and got people to support them with the initial orders, and then they made that money and used that money to start up, or they got people to sponsor them and just hit the streets and did the work. Right? So I hope that was of value to you. I'd love any comments you have. I hope that story that I shared at the beginning really helped to cement what I believe is the key thing I want to share with you. And it's about your approach. If you are indeed looking to start a business with little or no capital, rather than focus on the resources you don't have, focus on the resources you do have. So the knowledge you have, the access to people you have, particularly in this digital age. I mean, you can go on LinkedIn and talk to anyone as long as you prepare your presentation well. And that could be the way you get started, right? So Joanne Bonnie Gaba here. If you found value, I'd love a like. I welcome you to check out my videos on like affiliate marketing and network marketing. Again, a couple of ideas where I think fit into the imagination category to get started with little to no capital. So remember, as always, it's quality versus quantity, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.